It's early in the morning and the sun hasn't quite come up yet. I'm just waiting for it to come up. I had a really rough night, both the hike last night and setting up camp. This spot is really rocky and it's nice, but it's really rocky. It's got a gorgeous view though. But it's also, for that, it's very exposed. So all night, every single little breeze that went through, rippled through my tarp, freaked me out that the wind was going to pick up, that it was just before dawn. And sometimes I find that when the sun goes down and when the sun comes up, it tends to kind of mess with the air masses, and usually it's kind of windy, so I was just freaking out because my tent is, or my tarp is not very sturdily set up because of the rocky ground, and because it's very exposed. So yeah, just a rough night, didn't sleep much, but actually pretty impressed with myself that I was able to do this at all and even just get some rest after all last night. So this is definitely, like I think I said last night, not for the faint-hearted, and it's a major learning experience, learning about myself, learning about backpacking. Yeah, it's just pretty crazy. Yeah, not to mention that the fact of this spot that I found, that I was told about, that it's gorgeous, which it is, but I guess the people that told me about that didn't actually know that it's covered in cow patties kind of all over the place. So I had to find a spot that avoided the cow patties. And all that by my headlamp in the dark. So the sun is just, it's not quite peeking over the horizon yet, but the horizon is kind of pinkish, and I'm just kind of waiting for daylight so that I can see what I'm doing and go pee and poo without doing it all over myself like I did last night. And then find something to eat and pack up and move on before it gets too hot so that I can actually get some kilometers in today. Oh yeah. So now you can see the sky is starting to get lighter behind my tarp there. That's actually away from the sunrise, which is in front of me. Let me just show you. That way. Can you see Mount Helmond back there? I don't know if you can see it. But anyways, so that was all without even mentioning what I forgot. That I don't know if I was hallucinating or having a dream, but I had some weird dream last night that I don't know, maybe jackal or something grabbed some of my stuff through my tarp. And yeah, that was kind of scary. Because I wasn't really in a full sleep all night, and I knew that I was dehydrated, so I really don't know to this moment if that was a dream or a hallucination. So yeah, that's not really funny. It's actually deadly serious out here, and I'm just hoping that I wasn't overly cavalier about my approach to this whole thing. It's 8 o'clock. I've made it about maybe, I don't know, a kilometer or two. Must be more than a kilometer, maybe 2 kilometers. To this wonderful lookout point over Kiryat Shmona over there. And if it weren't for the morning haze, you would be able to see Mount Hermon over there somewhere. It's a gorgeous view, and I'm glad I've been able to make a little bit of progress before the sun gets too high, but it's already, it's 8 o'clock and I can already feel it. It's only going to get worse from here. So I stopped here for a little bit of a break. There's actually picnic tables, woohoo, and garbage cans. Things that you tend to take for granted in civilian life. Anyways, so I'm going to, I've just had a bit of an apple and some snacks to try to give me something to eat, and I'm gonna put my pack back on and head further down the road, or the Schwiel, I guess. I had to take a picture. I don't know if you can see it. The sign says danger something or other, and there's a skull and crossbones. It's the only place that I could find to go pee. Yeah, the joys. It's crazy hot. It's probably like, I don't know, 32 degrees with a humidity of probably 70% or something. And it's only about midday. It's not even midday yet. Probably somewhere between around 11:30. And I think I'm gonna die. Hey guys, so sorry again. It's another dark tent video, and I don't have much to show you from today's hike. It was exceptionally difficult. There's no way that I could have done the full hike in the 21 days, or 21 kilometers that in one day that they're saying in the book, in the guide, or in terms of the section that it's been sectioned out as on the INT, so, or on the Schwiel. So, like, it was just so difficult. I knew this whole experience was going to be difficult. I think I said this earlier, but I just never really understood exactly how difficult. And so really the only reason that I made it through today's section was because I met this other Schwielist who was kind of in the same position as me, and he was really a wonderful guy, and we just sort of shared the burden and pushed each other on for the last kind of, I guess, about last half of the Schwiel, and made it, fortunately, kind of just in time to a campground at the end of that section, or just a little bit off of the end of that section. And yeah, it was just in time because neither one of us had water remaining, and there was no water along the way, even though we had information that there would be. So yeah, I'm so sorry. It was so beautiful, and I just would have loved to give you more footage of it, but just couldn't. Hopefully as I get more skilled at this, I'll be able to give you more sort of actual hiking footage, but this whole learning to backpack thing is quite a bit more of an ordeal than what I really expected. So yeah, that's unfortunately about all I can tell you today. So we'll talk again tomorrow, and Laila Tov.